What have you got this time?
Well, what do you think? This is an official invitation to a romantic dinner.
Oh, really? This invitation actually meets all the rules of etiquette. Bravo, Rufus. Apparently, I was completely wrong about you. Wait for me later in the old town, all right? I'm looking forward to being able to lay aside a few more prejudices against you and Deponia.
Lay aside certainly sounds great.
Oh, Rufus.
Why didn't she show up? I might have guessed that Dad doesn't know the first thing about women. With his terrific tips, it's a miracle that I exist at all. Romance and flowers, my ass. I'm gonna let him have it. Dad? What's been going on here? Flowers? Champagne? That louse! If this is what it looks like, the old philanderer might as well start digging the grave for his burial at sea. Right. That louse! That louse! What's this? I need a radio. Why would the old fart need a radio? Unless... Oh, I don't believe it! First he steals my date, and then my brilliant idea with the prompter. That miserable old dirtbag. Crane! Crane! What is it? I found something! One last... No! Little... Don't say it! Memo! I need a... radio! Are you dictating these memos to him? Don't change the subject, just give me the radio! Why do you have to do this anyway? I won't say. Do I have to get a memo that says I need secrets? Oh, stock market news. Oh, come on, Crane. Knock, knock. You again? See you later. Right. Leave me alone. If that doesn't beat all. Stealing my date from right under my nose! Your own son!
Excuse me? You're Rufus's father?
He seems to think that, but I'm not.
That is totally... Oh!
I took him in when I was still mayor of Kuvak. We found him in the garbage, kicking and screaming. He's a trash baby.
That isn't true!
Examine your feelings, Rufus. I am not your father.
Now you tell me? Have you no decency?
Oh, look who's talking.
Oh, you don't understand. This guy has...
Has what? Standing? Style? A clean suit. You see, unlike you, the captain knows how to treat a lady.
But...
You heard the lady. Do I really need to call an attendant and have you removed by force, kicking and screaming, just like the trash baby that you are? Really?
I'll get you for this.
Oh, has the wind changed? Something smells a bit off.
Just an insignificant little breeze, dear, that's all.
All right, so I farted. But that doesn't make him better than me. I am so gonna rain on his parade. I will teach him a lesson so tough that it was dropped from the curriculum of the School of Hard Knocks. I'll show Goal who the real gentleman is, even if I have to punch out that traitor's lights.
Rufus, we would like to eat here in peace. Can't you just accept that?
But...
You heard the lady.
Oh! I'll show Goal who the real gentleman is, even if I have to punch out that traitor's lights.
Rufus, we would like to eat here in peace. Can't you just accept that?
But...
You heard the lady.
Oh! Hey, psst. You know about poetry, right?
Sure thing. One of my platypus poems even made it to page 3 of the Platypus Daily.
I see I've come to the right place. Here.
Watch this. Radio?
Oh yeah, you'll need it. It's a romantic matter.
Platypus romance or human romance?
Shh, it's starting.
I have prepared something very special for you. The icing on the cake. A poem in your honor. Okay, here we go. The poem.
Pardon me?
The poem.
Go ahead. That was your cue.
Oh, I've got just the thing.
Give it your all.
You're cuter than a platypus. You look just like a platypus? Oh, yuck. What? Hey! What the? Wait!
You were right, Rufus. Seagull is an idiot. It was very noble of you to try and warn me about him. Thank you. I owe you an apology, Rufus. Your foster father may act all sophisticated, but in reality, he is nothing but a sub-illuminated cerebral pygmy.
Yeah, just without the stripes.
So, what's next on our agenda?
Oh, well, since you seem to be at one with yourself once again, I suppose we could go ahead with the surgery.
I feel a twinge of regret. I feel so much brighter without my boorish and starry-eyed parts.
I could get used to the thought of dating 3 goals.
What exactly makes you think this might constitute an adequate contribution to our conversation?
What? It's just that I like every aspect of you, baby.
We had better get on with that surgery. Hand me the cartridges, I'll go on ahead. Meet me in Doc's lab.
She's into me! What's going on here? Janosch?
Psst! I must listen and find out what is going on in there.
Why? What is it that's going on in there? And what are you doing here anyway?
We are putting your concept into practice. What do you think?
My concept?
Yes, you were completely right, of course. You cannot start a revolution by just sitting around doing nothing. Therefore, we are going to actively snatch the cartridges.
Whoa, wait a minute! Those cartridges contain the mind of my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? In your dreams. First off, Girl is a functionary of the resistance. So, of course she's going to sacrifice herself for the good cause.
Sacrifice? Are you totally out of your mind?
Unfortunately, another organization has become aware of the Extension Codex, or could I say, an organization.
What? Do you mean Donna?
Precisely. the unorganized crime has held up in Doctor's lab. They took Doc and girl hostage and are trying to extort free passage. But the revolution doesn't take kindly to extortion. As soon as the clock strikes the full hour, the evil system, the premises, actually, Gar left us disturbing, Liebold and I will hold this position.
What? But that's completely insane.
So it is.
I know these people. They'll stop at nothing. You're just gonna get yourselves killed.
Or me, as it is.
Such is the fate of the freedom fighter, always ready to die for the good cause.
Please, don't act just yet. Maybe I can think of something. Wenzel always used to dress up as arsonist Cujo Cunning. Even he looked more dangerous than Janosch and his bunch, although his cloak did burn really well. Wenzel always used to dress up as arsonist Cujo Cunning. Even he looked more dangerous than Janosch and his bunch, although his cloak did burn really well. Hello, Liebold.
Hey, Rufus.
How's the siege going?
Could be better.
Not much, going on, huh?
There is that. And we're out of peanut flips.
Hello, Liebold.
Hey, Rufus.
How's the siege going?
Could be better.
Not much, going on, huh?
There is that. And we're out of peanut flips.
Hello, Garliff.
Hey, Rufus. Death to the Organon.
The Organon? Well, I thought you were fighting here against unorganized crime.
You, have to see it in context. There is a connection. You just have to follow the leads and tie the ends together.
Speaking of which, your shoelaces are untied.
I know. I just can't get the loops right.
No more questions.
And? What about it? I thought you were going to try something. If you don't come up with something right now, we'll have to storm Doc's office.
No. Whatever you do, don't storm in. I'll think of something, really.
All right, then. What are you waiting for? To show us what you have got besides the mastery of sibilance in your speech? What will you do?
What else? I'm going in there now.
But the place is crawling with unorganized criminals.
I can handle them. Hey, open up. It's me, Rufus.
Yes?
Yoo-hoo, can I come in for a moment?
That won't work. You can use the portal soon, but first, you have to do something for me. Here.
What's this? Another remote?
Yes, it's Liebold's. It seems to be an older model, but
Hey, I know how to use a remote.
yeah, of course you do.
Liebold is the fat one, right? I'm only asking because I haven't seen an implant.
You can do it. When you're finished, you can use the portal. Then I'll explain everything.
Huh? What portal?
Trust me, and not a word to Janosch.
What was that? The mysterious voice said I should take the portal right after I used the remote with Liebold's implant. I wonder what all these buttons do. I'll just push the biggest one. And zap! Oh, look at me. I completed an important mission. Yeah, any monkey could have done that. This sucks. What the? There you are at last. What took you so long? Just because you're from the past doesn't mean there's no need to hurry. Huh? What's going on here? Is that you, Cletus? Don't be silly. I'm your future self, of course. These portals are space-time curvatures, and this is the future. They call him Rufus. Hey, that's my jingle. Not anymore. I'm more up-to-date, wiser, and way cooler than you. Is that so? but I look much younger than you do. What? You rotten baby-faced... Oh, I would love to give you the spanking you deserve, but I guess I can't because I'm already too senile for that. Man, you're such a wimp. There's no way you can be me from the future. I only said that in order to prevent a time paradox. Anybody could say that. You just don't know the first thing about time travel. Yes, I do. No, you don't. But I'm not as ugly as you are. Not true. Not true. You're even uglier than me. So there. Ha! You just gave yourself away. I know I would have thought of a much cooler reply. I actually did. I only said that in order to prevent a time paradox. Oh yeah, right. You just don't know the first thing about time travel. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Future self. What a load of bull. You don't get it, do you? Was I really that dense back then? You might as well give up, Cletus. I'm not Cletus. I come from the future, you obsolete model. You're calling me an obsolete model? Yup, because that's what you are. A stupid, retarded, obsolete model. I want proof. All right. Anything to make you shut up. A simple test will show that you're nothing but a puffed up loudmouth. Or you. Exactly. So, what am I thinking of right now? No, wait, I remember now. You're thinking of Zeeble-Zooble. Ha! Missed it by a mile, you clown. Zeeble-Zooble. That doesn't even make sense. You're an imposter. I knew that right away. No, I'm not. I had to say that, so I wouldn't create a time paradox. Yeah, right. Just admit that I won. Why? What were you thinking of? If it wasn't Zeeble-Zooble? Well, actually, it was... Hey, future me, old pal. There you are. How's that for a surprise? I told you so. Can we finally get going now? You need to go in there and rescue Goal. So she's really in there? Is she all right? Don't panic. Wink and nod have been put out of action. What? You overwhelmed them both all by yourself? That was nothing. Looks like you're really me after all. How did you pull that off? You'll soon figure it out yourself. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take care of the rebels. Whoa, is that really a gun? No, it's a banana peeler. Of course it's a gun. Can I try it? Not now. You're headed to the lab. You need to free Goal, remember? But I want a gun! No, can we fast forward this bit? We can't do that. When I was you, I also didn't get the gun until later. We need to do everything just the same way as before. I don't care. I want the gun. Why won't you get it? If I let you have the gun now, it would alter the timeline. I would dissolve, and we would have to start over from the beginning. Now stop being so selfish, and give me that gun, will ya? If anyone is selfish here, it's you. Or have you rescued Goal already? If I had a gun, I'd do it in a jiffy. Well, I did it with my bare hands. If I don't get my gun right now, nothing's gonna happen here at all. You can have it as soon as Goal is free. But why don't you go rescue Goal, and I take care of the rebels? Just trust me. You already did it earlier. So if you had done it right away, it would already have happened again over there. Yeah. It's totally logical. I grasped it the first time. Oh yeah? Sure, me too. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you simply do it yourself? Because I need to hold the fort here. And why can't I hold the fort? Because I got the gun. Oh, well, I'll go rescue Goal then. I'm sure I'll do it way cooler than you did, and she'll end up being much freer than she did with you. Please do it just as cool as I did, or I'm gonna dissolve. And that is really painful, you know? Me like. Rufus! Yeah, I know. Spoil sports. But afterwards, I'll get the gun, right? Yes, sure! Through the portal? Okay. And hurry! The clock's about to strike the hour here, and then the rebels will storm the office. Lad. Doc! Goal! You're alive!
What's going on? Rufus, what are you doing?
Just chilling.
Killing? Bite out his eyes!
That might not be necessary this time, boss. It's Rufus. He's one of us. What were you doing in Doc's asbestos cabinet?
I, needed some asbestos and accidentally got myself locked up.
Really? You gotta be careful. I lost 2 ants that way. But I'm glad you're here. We're trapped here. Some weird extremists are after our ascension codes.
Your ascension codes?
We were just about to add them to our corporate inventory. That's why we have this crowbar. If they don't leave soon, we'll be forced to shoot our way out.
Shoot them all! Tabula rasa!
Wait! I've got a plan.
Get on with it then. Wink's trigger finger is getting all itchy. Blasted nickel allergy.
Muscles of steel, brains of pudding. An explosive combination, but no less dangerous than the Rufus Special Cocktail. Nitro in the planning and glycerin in the implementation. What's the plan?
Oh, the plan has already been completely implemented. We have the target person, at least theoretically.
Bravo! And how are you expecting to get out again?
Donna is already developing a new plan for that.
Actually, there's nothing to be said against that procedure. Muscles of steel, brains of pudding. An explosive combination, but no less dangerous than the Rufus Special Cocktail. Nitro in the planning and glycerin in the implementation. What's the plan?
Oh, the plan has already been completely implemented. We have the target person, at least theoretically.
Bravo! And how are you expecting to get out again?
Donna is already developing a new plan for that.
Actually, there's nothing to be said against that procedure. It doesn't look like she has a plan. It shouldn't be all that difficult to outsmart her. Hey, Donna!
Shh! Donna needs to think.
What for? So far, she's done okay without.
What was that?
I'm starving for a cheese flan, for crying out.
Yeah, me too. But for now, we'll have to stay in here. Even if it means that we'll starve to death.
Something's different. Does she have a new hairdo? No, wait, she's tied up. Goal.
Rufus, at last. You've got to get us out of here.
I'm working on it.
Work faster then. After all, you're the one who got me into this mess.
So you're Lady Goal.
And you are about to become Lady Rufus if you don't hurry up.
What happened exactly?
They were just suddenly there. Doc tried to defend me, almost like a real gentleman. A completely futile attempt. There were 3 of them. They were armed.
Are you all right?
Of course, we're having a picnic here.
Really? With pancakes?
That was sarcasm.
Yes, I know. No pancakes then, huh? Don't go away.
Don't you dare put them...
So, once again, it's all up to me. That's the way. Doc, are you all right?
Oh, right, the gag. There, better now?
Yes. All peachy.
Okay, then I can leave now, right?
Yes. Well, you know, it's not like we couldn't use a little help.
I see. What exactly happened?
They came out of nowhere. Well, actually, they came through the door. They just overwhelmed us and took us prisoner. Apparently, they're after the ascension codes.
You think so?
Well, they did say things like, where are the ascension codes, and so on. I tried to explain that we can't give them the codes right now. They wouldn't listen.
Any ideas?
Alas, no. My hands are tied, so to speak.
Well, your hands are tied, actually.
That, too. Perhaps Lady Goal can think of something. Her cartridge is still in the implant.
This element on Donna's temple, is that also an implant?
Yes, I mounted it myself. Why do you ask?
I think I have a plan.
I recommend that you get a second opinion.
You wouldn't happen to have a remote for Donna lying about?
Hey! Of course! I do have one, come to think of it. It should be in the drawer, over there. But you would have to get pretty close for it to work.
Just leave that to me.
Do I have a choice?
Nope. Let me try something.
I would cross my fingers for you, but being tied up and all that.
No problem.
Hey, what the...
May I? Super. 2 more remotes. Great! That should get things moving. Let's see. There's a label on the bottom of one. Hey! It says Donna! Oh, wow! So Donna has a brain implant too. That should be useful. And on the other... Ha! Well, hello! This is the remote that future Rufus gave me earlier. The one that belongs to Liebold. Obviously I have a plan. I just don't know what it is yet. Oh, wow! So Donna has a brain implant too. That should be useful. Rats! It didn't work. That must be because there was no cartridge in the remote. Rats! It didn't work. That must be because there was no cartridge in the remote. This is the remote that future Rufus gave me earlier. The one that belongs to Liebold. Doc, are you all right?
Oh, right, the gag. There, better now?
Yes. All peachy.
Okay, then I can leave now, right?
Yes. Well, you know, it's not like we couldn't use a little help.
I see. Let me try something.
I would cross my fingers for you, but being tied up and all that.
No problem.
Hey, what the...
Hey, Donna!
Shh! Donna needs to think.
What's the plan?
Oh, the plan has already been completely implemented. We have the target person, at least theoretically.
Bravo! And how are you expecting to get out again?
Donna is already developing a new plan for that.
Actually, there's nothing to be said against that procedure.
Goal.
Rufus! At last!
Doc mentioned that Donna has an implant too.
What are you getting at?
Well, if you would let me remove your cartridge for just a moment.
Don't you dare!
I found this remote. I think it belongs to Donna.
What are you getting at?
Well, if you would let me remove your cartridge for just a moment.
Don't you dare!
Come on, please, give me that cartridge.
I'll kick Your dirty digits away from my implant! Haven't you messed with my mind enough today?
Can't get me out of your head, huh?
Ugh.
Actually, I could just take the cartridge.
I'm warning you!
Really? What would you do?
I could bite off your fingers, for one thing. What do you mean? Ugh. Have you got a hole in your trachea?
No.
Want one?
Wow. Doc keeps a bottle of champagne in his office.
What? Where?
Sorry, Goal. You'll thank me for this later.
Hey, what are you doing?
Nice body. Although the eye patch might impede my aim.
Don't!
No, it's fine, actually.
Was that necessary?
Did you have a better idea?
Yes!
Too late.
Oh, well. One less worry, at least. Now all we have to do is subdue the rebels. All we need is a new
Don't say it.
plan.
Oh.
I can feel a flash of inspiration ambling in my general direction. Particles of ingenuity are wafting through the air. Use vacuum cleaner engine with bubblegum? Perhaps later.
Does it always have to be a complicated plan?
I thought that's what you like about me.
You seem to confuse me with Spunky Gold.
Spunky goal. But of course, I've got Liebold's remote, right? Everything is slowly falling into place. My past self is going to insert Spunky goal in Liebold. She will then subdue Janosch while I take care of Garlev. And voila, we're out of here.
Past self. What are you talking about? Can't we just leave the same way you came in here?
No, we can't. Because of the temporal coherence and the spatial thingamy and so forth. It's complicated.
Isn't it always?
I'll explain it to you later. Now, we need to find Spunky Goal's cartridge.
Here, might as well take this one.
Hey, awesome! You're not half bad.
Only 1/3, actually.
Just trust me. You go free the others. I'll take care of the rebels. But first, I'm gonna grab a gun.
And I get Donna's remote.
If it makes you happy. Oh man, this is gonna be so totally epic! Her old body looked a little better on her. But in principle, she can wear anything and still look terrific. We're so similar, it's scary.
And what about your wonderful plan?
I'm working on it. Finally, I've got a gun, too. And who's the better man now? Huh? Stupid future Rufus. Hey, open up! It's me, Rufus! Uh-oh, that must be me from the past. I should open up. Otherwise, I'll screw up causality.
Yes?
Yoo-hoo! Can I come in for a moment?
That won't work. You can use the portal soon, but first, you have to do something for me. Here.
What's this? Another remote?
Yes, it's Liebold's. It seems to be an older model, but
Hey, I know how to use a remote.
yeah, of course you do.
Liebold is the fat one, right? I'm only asking because I haven't seen an implant.
You can do it. When you're finished, you can use the portal. Then I'll explain everything.
Huh? What portal?
Trust me, and not a word to Janosch.
Good thing I have a perfect memory. One little mistake, and I'd have an invalid timeline. But what happens next? One shouldn't live in the past anyway. Well then, let's do it. Cool. Now what? There you are at last. What took you so long? Just because you're from the past doesn't mean there's no need to hurry. Huh? What's going on here? Is that you, Cletus? Don't be silly. I'm your future self, of course. These portals are space-time curvatures, and this is the future. They call him Rufus. Hey, that's my jingle. Not anymore. I'm more up-to-date, wiser, and way cooler than you. Is that so? I want proof. All right. Anything to make you shut up. A simple test will show that you're nothing but a puffed-up loudmouth. Or you. Exactly. So, what am I thinking of right now? No, wait. I remember now. You're thinking of... the ballet lessons. What? No, I mean, that's absurd. I never had, Wow! What's going on now? Are you all right? This is a time paradox, you nitwit! Ow! Oh! Shit, that hurts! Ow! But why? Why? Seems like something just went wrong. Yeah, what an amateur. Yoo-hoo! Can I come in for a moment? Uh-oh, that must be me from the past. Good thing I have a perfect memory. One little mistake, and I'd have an invalid timeline. But what happens next? One shouldn't live in the past anyway. Well then, let's do it. Cool. Now what? There you are at last. What took you so long? Just because you're from the past doesn't mean there's no need to hurry. Huh? What's going on here? Is that you, Cletus? Don't be silly. I'm your future self, of course. These portals are space-time curvatures, and this is the future. They call him Rufus. Hey, that's my jingle. Not anymore. I'm more up-to-date, wiser, and way cooler than you. Is that so? I want proof. All right. Anything to make you shut up. A simple test will show that you're nothing but a puffed-up loudmouth. Or you. Exactly. So, what am I thinking of right now? No, wait. I remember now. You're thinking of... Zabble-zobble. What? No, wait, that wasn't it. Oh, damn! Not again! Ow! But why? Why? Yoo-hoo! Can I come in for a moment? Uh-oh, that must be me from the past. Good thing I have a perfect memory. One little mistake, and I'd have an invalid timeline. But what happens next? One shouldn't live in the past anyway. Well then, let's do it. Cool. Now what? There you are at last. What took you so long? Just because you're from the past doesn't mean there's no need to hurry. Huh? What's going on here? Is that you, Cletus? Don't be silly. I'm your future self, of course. These portals are space-time curvatures, and this is the future. They call him Rufus. Hey, that's my jingle. Not anymore. I'm more up-to-date, wiser, and way cooler than you. Is that so? I want proof. All right. Anything to make you shut up. A simple test will show that you're nothing but a puffed-up loudmouth. Or you. Exactly. So, what am I thinking of right now? No, wait. I remember now. You're thinking of Zeeble-Zooble. Ha! Missed it by a mile, you clown. Zeeble-Zooble. That doesn't even make sense. You're an imposter. I knew that right away. No, I'm not. I had to say that so I wouldn't create a time paradox. Yeah, right. Just admit that I won. Why? What were you thinking of if it wasn't Zeeble-Zooble? Well, actually, it was... Hey, future me, old pal, there you are. How's that for a surprise? I told you so. Can we finally get going now? You need to go in there and rescue Gold. So she's really in there? Is she all right? Don't panic. Wink and nod have been put out of action. What? You overwhelmed them both all by yourself? With nothing. Looks like you're really me after all. How did you pull that off? You'll soon figure it out yourself. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take care of the rebels. Whoa! Is that really a gun? No, it's a banana peeler. Of course it's a gun. Can I try it? Not now. You're headed to the lab. You need to free Goal, remember? Oh, well, I'll go rescue Goal then. I'm sure I'll do it way cooler than you did, and she'll end up being much freer than she did with you. Please do it just as cool as I did, or I'm gonna dissolve. And that is really painful, you know? Me like. Rufus! Yeah, I know. Spoiled sport. But afterwards, I'll get the gun, right? Yes, sure! Through the portal? Okay. And hurry! The clock's about to strike the hour here, and then the rebels will storm the office. All right. What a hero. I'm gonna be someone. What a moron. Who does he think he is? But now back to the mission at hand. The clock could strike the hour at any moment now. And then I'll be ready. All I need now is a little patience. And nobody beats me at that. Patience. Uh-oh. It's about time. The clock may strike the hour at any moment now. Any moment. Now, that's enough. Strike, will ya? Oh, come on, strike! Ouch.
Did you hear that? The clock is striking its hour.
And right on the spot.
It's time for your grand insight, Scarlet. Do I really have to? Great question. Usually it's you who wins with what things are shishers, but usually it's only about who fetches a fresh bag of chips. Stop trying to make excuses. One for all, and today, the one is you.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
There's been a change of plan. Goal is going to hang on to the Ascension Code.
Turning against the Resistance. Whose side are you on then?
Always on the winning side. Well, sometimes.
What the... It's jammed.
Tough luck. Or not.
Rufus?
Haha, very good. You made it on your own. Come with me. It's not over yet.
Wait a second.
But, Goal, we haven't got time now for that kind of thing. I mean, shouldn't we wait until you're, back in shape? Oh, well, why not? You really need to shave. Let's go. I did it! See? I told you I could. Doc, why are you still trussed up? Lady Goal was supposed to untie you.
But she didn't. She escaped to the future through the portal.
She did what? No problem. Spunky Goal is still outside in Liebold's body. She'll make Lady Goal see reason.
That wasn't Spunky Goal. That was a cleaning cartridge for my video recorder. The other 2 goals are still in the machine. Liebold doesn't even have an implant.
But the remote! Oh my. That means I just...
Rufus! What have you done to Garlef and to Liebold? He seems to be quite distressed.
A case of mistaken identity. Hey! Goal! What's this all about?
I am sorry, Rufus. I just have to make one more change to your plan, I'm afraid.
What? Huh? Change my plan?
Yes. Once again, it's complicated, just like everything that involves you. You cause nothing but chaos. But I'm not made for that. I can no longer stay with you.
Oh, come on. What brought this on? Open up!
Don't even try. The door is bolted. I need a little head start if I want to find Cletus.
Cletus? But what are you talking about? We were going to go to Elysium together. Save the world and all that.
It just doesn't work that way, Rufus. You can't let everybody down and still be the hero. That's impossible.
Hey, impossible is my middle name.
You said it. It appeals to you, doesn't it? You always want what's impossible, and therefore you will never be content. You can't come to Elysium, Rufus, because you carry Deponia within you. Farewell, trash baby.
But wait a sec! But Cletus is a snotty jerk!
Cletus is not a bad person, Rufus. At least no worse than I am, and certainly no worse than you.
I'm 1,000 times better than that pretty boy.
At least you would like to be. I forgave you for splitting my mind, for lying to me, for repeatedly putting me in harm's way, and I forgave Cletus for trying to erase my memory. Now you need to forgive me.
But what about your surgery? We need to put you back together again.
What for? So I will be flooded with doubt again? No thanks, Rufus.
But we were going to save the world together.
That may be true for Spunky Goal and Baby Goal, but I am neither as idealistic nor as adventurous as they are. I just want to go home before it's too late.
But I want to go to Elysium with you.
Do you really want to do that? I know you've got something to prove. Because you grew up in the garbage. Because nobody ever believed in you. But would you really be happy if you achieved your goal? No more adventures? No more plans? I don't think so.
But where's the problem? Why can't we save Deponia and still go to Elysium together?
Because it is mutually exclusive, Rufus.
But it isn't. I know I can do it.
This is about what you don't know. Have you ever asked yourself why they want to blow up Deponia?
What's that got to do with anything?
Everything, really. Elysium isn't the paradise you think it is. It is just a vessel, a starship, designed to leave Deponia once and for all, so that we can start over on Utopia, the nearest inhabitable planet. But Utopia is far away. There is only one possibility of generating enough energy to catapult Elysium there, the destruction of Deponia.
What was that? Elysium is... what? A starship?
Now do you finally understand? If Deponia is not blown up, then Elysium will soon fall back to the planet. We cannot live forever without a home planet. But Deponia is no place to live. We both know that.
So, Elysium is a starship?
You've got it! Our fathers constructed Elysium so Deponia could be evacuated, so that we can start over on Utopia, the nearest inhabitable planet. But there was only room for a lucky few. They couldn't take everyone.
What's so great about this Utopia?
The grass is fresh and green. The sky is blue. The water runs clear. In other words, it is not Deponia.
Why is this all happening now?
Elysium wasn't designed to float in the atmosphere forever. It took the Organon decades to build the required blast towers. They are distributed all over the planet. And now, everything's ready. Ulysses' people stuck to their schedule. Elysium needs to be launched now, or it's going to fall back onto the planet.
What if the Council of Elders knew that Deponia was inhabited?
I don't know. Part of me always believed they would stop the blast then, but that was starry-eyed gold.
Okay, I think I understand now, but...
But what?
But there must be a way!
There are even two ways. One leads to Elysium, and from there, onto Utopia. The other one ends here on Deponia, if we survive, that is. I have made my decision, Rufus. Now, it's up to you.
Take me with you to Utopia, then!
And allow them to destroy Deponia. You don't really want that, Rufus. There is too much good in you. Few people see that. You could never be so ruthless. And if you could, how would you be any different from Cletus?
Who cares about Deponia? Just as long as I'm with you!
I don't believe you mean that.
Then let us save Deponia together!
But I've already explained. Saving Deponia would mean the end of Elysium. It would end up as just another mound of trash on this garbage dump of a planet. But I can't live like this. I thought you would be able to relate to that, Rufus.
It's gonna be a bit of work. So what?
I've made my mind up, Rufus. I'm sorry.
There has to be a way to accomplish both! Trust me, I can fix everything!
Just like you managed to fix me!
All I want is a second chance!
You had your chance, Rufus. Deponia had its chance. Sometimes things are actually broken beyond repair. You can keep the other two cartridges. They contain nothing but doubts and silly ideals. I can't use those where I'm bound. I've got to hurry. Donna's submersible awaits. If I don't make it to Porto Fisco with Cletus by the day after tomorrow, it will be too late. Good luck, Rufus.
But... what a woman.
Are you out of your mind? She's going to kill us all.
I think she's fascinating.
Most importantly, she appears to be the part that knows the ascension codes. We must stop her somehow.
But we're locked in.
First, untie me, and then we'll think of something. There is always a way.
Yeah, like you need to tell me that.
Malevolent karma, so close to a drama, causes fresh doubts in her heart's disarray, and she left him behind, though still not in one mind, planning to reunite with her fierce fiancé. But if you think it's time for Rufus to resign, so close to the finish line you don't know him at all, for heroes gather momentum on the brink of the Mageddon, and fall by the squall, they put balls to the wall. The Tsar put balls to the wall.
Rufus! There you are. Ready for shishash?
Janosch, there really isn't a whole lot of room on the trawler, and,
Yes, it's a shame I can't come. I would love to fight on the front line, side by side like way back then.
Way back then?
Well, early today then, but alas, it's not possible. I have a mission of my own.
Uh-huh. Well, that takes precedence, of course.
At this point, our organization is simply not large enough to take on the organon.
You think so?
Therefore, I too will travel to Porto Fisco. I'm in contact with the group there that has also taken up the fight against oppression. The passage is already booked. We are going to establish the resistance shell north, right under the nose of the organon. How does that sound?
Good luck.
Thanks. By the way, I must ask you a favor in this context. When you are in Porto Fisco, you must definitely pay us a visit. I'm certain that people will want to meet the spiritual father of the movement.
We'll see.
Here, you're going to need this.
What is it?
We have agreed on a new secret knock.
Well, the old one was a piece of crap.
Exactly. Nobody was really able to memorize it.
You know, Janosch, I've really got to go.
Yes, time for you to leave. Adventure is calling!
So it is. It's calling, will you finally shut up, you numbskull?
At last, what kept you?
We'll never catch up to the submersible this way.
It's not my fault. I was harassed by some bum.
Where are we going anyway?
My Donna self mentioned Porto Fisco, so that's where we should go.
I think we should first try to locate the signal from the submersible. I seem to remember there's a radio mast on Isla Watchet. Perhaps I can manipulate the transmitter so that our sonar will recognize the signature of the submersible.
By then, Donna will be long gone. No thanks.
I say Isla Watchet.
Bozo is the captain, and he wants to go to Fisco too, right?
We can head for the polar ice cap as far as I'm concerned. Just as long as you finally agree on something.
Enough! I will decide where we're going.
Rufus, those aren't the navigation controls. That's my ear hair remover.
Ah. What? That's supposed to be the pole? Lonzo puts more ice in the drinks when he wants to save alcohol. What a disappointment. It never snowed in Kuvak. When I wanted to rub snow in Wenzel's face, I had to lure him into Tony's freezer under some pretext. This could be useful. I'll take it. Oh, crap. The water tap is frozen. So much for my idea of a skating rink. The sign is bigger than the pole. He obviously thinks he's the coolest. I could really use a torch like that, but to get it, I'll need something to melt the ice. Some sort of, I don't know, portable fire. Bummer. Oh, crap. The button is frozen. No wonder the pizza guy never showed up. Doc looks tired. Unfortunately, the sleep inductor I hammered on all night still isn't finished.
Ah, Rufus, found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. And you're really sure you can put gold back together?
Of course. I just need the third cartridge.
The one that's in Donna's implant.
Exactly. The rest will be child's play. Although the sea is anything but calm, perhaps I should think about adding some stabilizers to the bone saw. Would you happen to know if Goal is a hemophiliac?
I know you can do it. Have you got any idea how we might capture Donna?
I suggest we travel to Isla Watchet. There's an old radio mast there. If we modify the transmitter just a little, we might be able to track the submersible.
Isla Watchet. Now that sounds inviting.
I hope you're wearing your long johns. The island lies in the center of a permanent storm system.
Oh, come on. I'm not afraid of a little bit of weather.
But you should be. Remember, you'll be working on electrical installations on top of a radio mast in a thunderstorm.
Oh, so what? You wouldn't believe all the hazard warnings I've ignored so far. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
What kind of tea is this, anyway?
Kidney tea. It warms you up, and it's good for your bladder, but you shouldn't drink too much of it.
Why? I have an extraordinarily large bladder.
Careful. Tea's hot.
Did I just hear a challenge?
No,
Oh! Ouch! Ooh! Darn it.
I warned you. What are you making?
Iced tea.
The tea was against the cold.
So, I don't believe in wasting food. And I still had to watch you throw away the fries I stuck up your nose during the night. Now it should be all right.
Don't do it. The tea is...
Hot? Hardly.
No, I mean it's also... weak.
Uh-oh. It's true what they say. You just can't stop the melting at the poles. In the beginning, there was fire, and in the end, everybody will be screaming at me again. I'm sure he won't mind. Actually, I meant to write my name, but with this cold, it's hard to aim. Not before he's washed his hands, filthy pig. This is almost as exciting as a pirate treasure. Not that I was expecting a pirate treasure. Do I see the first gray hairs in his beard? I could have sworn they weren't there last week. All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion later. First, I've got a couple of questions. Can't this tub go any faster? We'll never catch up to Donna Gold this way.
That's no way to talk about my trawler. She's one of the most reliable freighters on the Rust-Red Sea. She may not look like much on the outside, but
oh, her inner beauty! Sorry, bozo, but I overheard Tony often enough trying to set up her cousins with someone. I notice right away when someone's trying to sugarcoat a slug.
she's not a slug.
She's big bones, that's all.
What good is the fastest vessel if we don't even know where our target is?
That's beside the point. We used the same fine line to fix up Dottie May and Broomstick Budwin. 4 weeks later, everyone called him Vacuum Hose Budwin. So, what do we know now?
I think Goal is right. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
I don't know. That's where Janosch was headed too.
But that's good. He might be able to help us.
In what way? Is the indentation in your chair not wide enough? Or do you need someone who sorts your chip crumbs by flavor?
You shouldn't underestimate him. In times like these, people will transcend their own limits.
Obviously, he started with his trousers. Do I get to steer too?
I don't know. Do I get to run around like a madman then and get us involved in a series of disasters?
Was that a yes?
That was a go jump in the lake.
So, what do we know now?
I think Goal is right. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
I don't know. That's where Janosch was headed, too.
But that's good. He might be able to help us.
In what way? Is the indentation in your chair not wide enough? Or do you need someone who sorts your chip crumbs by flavor?
You shouldn't underestimate him. In times like these, people will transcend their own limits.
Obviously, he started with his trousers. Back to work, sailor!
Hey, I'm still the captain of this ship.
Say what? This is outright scrutiny!
Mutiny. No screw.
Just stay focused, sailor. Just because there's a woman on board, we must not allow our thoughts to wander. She's cool. She's right for me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
Except for the fact that you steered us straight into the eternal ice.
At least I didn't steer us into an iceberg.
But you did!
Yeah, and why can't I remember that?
Probably because you were hit on the head by a refrigerator when the polar bears attacked us.
Huh, I seem to have missed a few things.
You certainly did. It was pretty cool.
It really is very cold here.
You weakling. Can't you even stand a little cold?
Yeah, more than you.
Oh, really?
Really?
There's only one way to find out.
Ice swimming!
Ice swimming? Wait, that's dangerous. Hey! Why am I getting so upset? I can still dream of my happy place. Happy, happy, happy.
I said no icebergs below the belt!
Can't help it if you mumble. Hey, Bozo, you should check your propeller. Some lunatic tied a penguin to it.
No problem. I'll take care of it later.
But be careful, you might ruin our slide.
Have you seen the stars?
Focus on your job instead, Mr. Head in the Clouds.
I have to defend Rufus. Once upon a time, seafarers used to orient themselves by the stars.
Exactly. I wanted to orient myself by the stars and not be enchanted by their twinkling. What are we doing here anyway?
Shouldn't you know the answer to that, as you're the one who guided us here?
Yes, but, you know how things are. Every task breaks into subtasks, which in turn break into more subtasks. It's easy to get lost somewhere in there.
Ah, I see.
On we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Lousy weather. We should make sure we finish up here as quickly as possible. The crust on my overcoat is starting to dissolve. It drives a pump that removes the leaking diesel from the water. Wait a minute, the diesel is leaking out of the generator's exhaust pipe. Astounding. A closed sewage system. Here's a tank for diesel. Ouch! Ah! As long as the generator is on, it's too hot to fiddle with. I'll have to put it out of commission somehow. Oh, yeah! That would be epic. It really is high time I found some fire. I should be able to siphon off some diesel with that. Ouch! Ah! As long as the generator is on, it's too hot to fiddle with. I'll have to put it out of commission somehow. Only oily water comes out of the tap. Oh, great. I found the problem. The transmitter is broken.
Then what are we waiting for? Off to dock with it.
The radio mast seems to mock the lightning, and that seems to make the lightning even angrier. Stupid weather. Well then, let's do it. Ow! She's cool. She's right for me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
Boring. What are we doing here anyway?
Don't worry. It's all part of the plan. So much thunder in the air.
Don't pee your pants. The chances of being struck by lightning are about as high as winning the lottery.
Stack. Statistics are for people who don't want to take any risks.
True.
So how are we going to get this radio mast repaired?
Why are you asking me? You're supposed to be the tinkerer here.
Well, I am.
Oh, really? Then what's broken?
Well, the thingies here are really loose, and the electric shoes are mislaced and have an electric double knot on the electro loop. I found the problem. The transmitter is broken.
Then what are we waiting for? Off to dock with it.
Why, Doc? I'm a tinkerer too.
And I always thought you could only break things.
Hey, watch out, or I'm gonna break your heart. I keep getting hit by lightning.
Oh, you aren't doing that on purpose?
Why would I get struck by lightning on purpose?
Well, to cheer me up perhaps? Or are you really that stupid?
Yeah, you fell for it. Of course, I'm only doing it as a joke.
Well then, do it again.
Yippee! I've got a plan. Can you stand on that plateau over there for a minute?
Well, why not? What could possibly be wrong with standing on an elevated platform in a thunderstorm?
So you'll do it?
Heavens no! How naive do you think I am? Next, you're going to put a bucket of water there for my feet. Or hand me an umbrella, Rufus. Just a moment.
Naive, bucket of water, umbrella.
You aren't planning to use me as a human lightning rod, are you?
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
All right, wait. Wouldn't dream of it. But when you're awake...
Too late.
Drat!
I've got a plan. Can you stand on that plateau over there for a minute?
Well, why not? What could possibly be wrong with standing on an elevated platform in a thunderstorm?
So you'll do it?
Heavens no! How naive do you think I am? Next, you're going to put a bucket of water there for my feet. Or hand me an umbrella, Rufus. Just a moment.
Naive, bucket of water, umbrella.
You aren't planning to use me as a human lightning rod, are you?
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
All right, wait. Wouldn't dream of it. But when you're awake...
Too late.
Drat!
On we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Doc looks tired. Unfortunately, the sleep inductor I hammered on all night still isn't finished.
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. I went to the radio mast. The transmitter is broken.
How do you know?
Oh, I found it lying at the foot of the radio antenna. It's fried.
So it is. You're right.
Oh, I know a fried piece of electronics when I see one.
Even when your signature is missing?
Can you repair it?
I already did.
Well, why did you take so long?
Mainly because of the lollipop stick that was stuck between the contacts. At any rate, the device is working now. All you need to do is mount it at the top of the radio mast.
Easy peasy. I can't get up the radio mast.
Can't help you there, I'm afraid. I've been working on a remedy for flat feet for years, but I can't get my hands on enough donated organs.
My feet aren't flat. It's the lightning. Every time I climb the mast, one of those meteorological bullies shows up and knocks me over the head.
Every time? You're more likely to win the lottery.
That would be more fun. What are we doing here again?
The transmitter has been modified. You just have to install it on the radio mast.
All right. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
She's cool. She's right for me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I feel wonderful.
Do I see the first gray hairs in his beard? I could have sworn they weren't there last week. All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion later. First, I've got a couple of questions. What island is this?
Its name is actually Isla Watchet, but the sailors call it the Hellhole.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Not really. The island is really nothing more than another pile of junk protruding from the sea. It's only on the map because of the constant thunderstorms. Sailors should give it a wide berth, so you'd better hurry with your radio mast. The last thing we can use now is a crash.
That may be the last thing you can use. The last thing I can use is red beets and advice. Red beets and advice. So, what do we know now?
I think Goal is right. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
I don't know. That's where Janosch was headed too.
But that's good. He might be able to help us.
In what way? Is the indentation in your chair not wide enough? Or do you need someone who sorts your chip crumbs by flavor?
You shouldn't underestimate him. In times like these, people will transcend their own limits.
Obviously, he started with his trousers. Back to work, sailor!
But I am the... it's no use.
Today is not your lucky day, Seagull. My people rummaged through every pile of garbage, but they found no trace of the girl.
She was here. Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. You appear to suffer from an inflated ego, just like your son.
Rufus is not my son. You can do whatever you want with him. But we had a deal. You wanted a tip, and I gave you one. Can I help it if your people are totally incompetent?
You are wasting my time. And I can't stand it when my time is being wasted.
Hey, you! Tone it down a bit. You're scaring the fish.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I want every nook and cranny of this junk pile turned inside out once more, and close off all access to the harbor. Even if a rat tries to get out of here, I want to know.
That was Argus with his bloodhounds, so the Organon is already after us. Shh! He's right. We need to be careful. She's cool. She's right for me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
Well, 1/3 of my mind has fled. The Organon is occupying the floating black market, and if we don't do something soon, Ulysses will blow up the planet right under our feet.
I told you this would be fun.
I thought you were just bragging.
We have to get into the gadget shop.
The Organon occupies the floating black market, and the first thing you think of is a looting spree?
Actually, the first thing I thought of was arson.
Arson?
Stupid idea, I know.
And how? The roofs are much too wet.
On we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Fish bait fish. The Wenzels of the animal world.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
I'm bowing before Neptune. Or, isn't that him?
What? Where? Are you mocking me?
Mocking, robbing, something like that, yeah. Why is the food bowl out here when the cat is locked up inside? Either someone is acting out their sadism, or the cat knows a secret way to get outside. That's Gilligan's cat. I wonder if it knows a secret way into the gadget shop. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. Show Uncle Rufus the secret way into the gadget shop. It's not listening. Which is obviously due to the fact that cats, in general, have very poor hearing. I'll try pushing it open.
The door was firmly locked.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. Look what yummies I have here. The cat doesn't seem to be interested in this.
It probably only eats tuna, spoiled beast.
Well, I think it's sweet. So small and so soft.
You're soft in the head.
He's doing his best to seem relaxed, but my trained eyes see right through the charade. How's it going?
Shh! Stop raising such a ruckus.
Let me worry about that. I'm not afraid of the Organon.
Good for you, but please go crow about that somewhere else. Too noisy. Scaring the fish.
Oh, get off it. You're afraid of the Organon, too.
Just get lost. I thought you said you weren't afraid.
That's right, I'm not. Are you still trying to tell me that you're not afraid of the Organon?
No, I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to be left alone. So,
scram!
And the fact that the floating black market is under attack doesn't bother you?
Not in the least. The only thing that's bothering me is you.
If you're not afraid, then why did you stop fishing?
Guess why?
You're trembling all over. Your palms are sweaty. Telltale signs that you're scared.
Wrong! The problem's you. Whenever you're in the vicinity, all I catch is boots. So, scram!
Go ahead. Keep fishing, you ninny.
Not until you go away.
Could you please catch a boot for me?
What a dumb thing to ask. If word gets around, they might boot me out of the fishing association.
Is that the biggest of your worries? The fishing association?
No, not with you around.
You can't do it, can you?
Not as long as you're standing there.
This is a free country. I can stand wherever I want to.
Not on my pier.
I don't see a sign.
Well, maybe you need an extra pupil. A fish hook in your eye should do the trick.
Come on, I'll be quiet. I promise.
Even if I did believe that, although you keep proving the opposite, you're still unlucky. As long as you're standing here, I'll catch nothing but boots. You wasting your time. A fisherman always keeps his cool.
I won't go away until you catch me a boot.
You waiting for me to lose my patience? Don't make me laugh, you fidgety wimp. I'm a fisherman. I once solved Gilligan's Cube by just waiting until all the colors had faded.
Was that a challenge?
No, it was a demand for unconditional surrender.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I have never, ever given up.
Yeah, we'll see. Your feet'll rot before I lose my patience.
Is this really necessary, Rufus?
You stay out of this. It's important.
Oh, good grief. Come on, Rufus. I'm cold.
Never.
Please, Rufus, I'm cold. Let's go.
Did you hear that? The girl's cold.
Nice try, buddy.
Rufus, I'm freezing to death.
Holy mackerel, you take care of the girl already? She's wearing nothing but PJs.
Tragic, isn't it?
Rufus, please.
Okay. I give up. I can't bear to see her suffer. Here's your stupid boot. I hope it was worth it.
You see, Goal? I won! A worn-out boot! Impressive, huh?
My hero.
I admit it. It's junk, but it's no worse than the rest of the stuff I carry around. Cats may eat anything, but somehow I doubt this would tickle its fancy. Doc looks tired. Unfortunately, the sleep inductor I hammered on all night still isn't finished.
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. The Organon has sealed off the floating black market. So Argus is already hot on our trail.
That's a bad thing. The Organon always used to leave us alone here.
Don't worry, Doc. They'll pay for their misdeeds, for all the suffering and the damage they've caused.
I'm just wondering, do you think they will also pay for the damage you have done?
Sure. They will pay through their noses for their misdeeds and mine. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
She's cool. She's right for me. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I feel wonderful.
Do I see the first gray hairs in his beard? I could have sworn they weren't there last week. All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion later. First, I've got a couple of questions. And here we are again, in the floating black market.
Something's wrong here. No lights, no drunks falling into the harbor. There should be a lot more hustle and bustle here.
See? No Rufus, no party.
Or maybe it's because of the Organon battleships my sonar is detecting.
No, I liked my version better. So, what do we know now?
I think Goal is right. We should visit Porto Fisco first.
I don't know. That's where Janosch was headed, too.
But that's good. He might be able to help us.
In what way? Is the indentation in your chair not wide enough? Or do you need someone who sorts your chip crumbs by flavor?
You shouldn't underestimate him. In times like these, people will transcend their own limits.
Obviously, he started with his trousers. Back to work, sailor!
But I am the... it's no use.
So, that's Porto Fisco, the former metropolis of the rust-red sea. A real dump, even by Deponian standards. And what is that awful stench?